The reason the world does not know us is that it did not know him. Beloved, we are God's children now. What we will be has not yet been revealed, but we do know this. When he is revealed, we will be like him, for we will see him as he is. And all who have this hope in him purify themselves just as he is pure. Everyone who commits sin is guilty of lawlessness. Sin is lawlessness. You know that he was revealed to take away sins, and in him there is no sin. No one who abides in him sins. No one who sins has either seen him or known him. Little children, let no one deceive you. Everyone who does what is right is righteous, just as he is righteous. A lot of things we use to identify ourselves, as far as names and titles. You know, I'm a dad, I'm a son, I'm a father and a husband, a friend, interim pastor, nuisance to some maybe. And we all have those titles. We all have those ways in which we relate to the world and relate to one another. And we become known sometimes by what we do. But perhaps the most significant thing that we can say about all of us is what John affirms in this chapter, is that right now we are the children of God. We are fathered by God. It's the most significant thing we could say about ourselves. And what John is doing in this chapter is he's kind of shedding a little bit of light on true from fake, from real and a counterfeit. If you've ever tried to go into a store and purchase something with a $100 bill or something like that, sometimes the cashier will hold that bill up to the light. I don't know exactly what it is they're looking for, or they'll run a little pin across the bill to make sure that it is a legitimate $100 bill. I always panic when they do that, because it would have been through no fault of my own if I happened to have a counterfeit bill. It would not have been an intention of mine to pass something fake off to somebody and make them pick up the tab. So I always get a little bit nervous when they do something like that. Like, what are they going to find? What are they going to find when they hold this up to the light? Well, John is doing that here in the 3rd chapter of his epistle. He's holding up life to the light of God's life. In fact, he's dealing with a particular philosophical influence on the church at the time, known as Docetism. Docetism's parent was Gnosticism, okay? And so one of the trademarks of this particular view was that the body itself is an illusion. There's no real incarnation, and there is no real divine Savior who took upon himself flesh and blood. And essentially, Jesus, the Son of God, was not a legitimate human being in Docetist's view. He only appeared to be a human. And he couldn't have been anything else, because physical matter, the body itself, was corrupt and evil, and there's no way God, who is spirit, would condescend to take upon himself human flesh. And obviously the consequence of such a belief system here is that if